Good morning, fishy folks. Back to auto water change Wednesday, and the main system is fully functional, just like the Death Star in Rogue One. You can see my 2 gallon per hour drip emitter is shooting water out. I've tried to put all the drip emitters on the opposite side of the tank as the drain, which is over there on this tank. Now, I did order from Amazon 5 gallon per hour drip emitters. I couldn't find like 3 or 4. So this tank is going to get a 5, that tank's going to get a 5, that tank's going to get a 5. And then more than likely, whatever I set up there will get the remainder 2 5s. Because that tank will hopefully be more than 100 gallons. I really like the system right now. The one main thing I have, actually there's 2 other things I have to finish. I have to automate filling my storage, which in itself becomes a big deal because I don't want to put the float on the outside, because that's just gonna that's could cause more problems, you know, if you bump into it and break it, or you know, whatever. So I would more than likely want to put it on this side. That means I just have to replumb, which I really don't want to do. So, you know, I could put it in the back, but then I have to pull the whole thing out. It becomes problematic for how I should plumb it with the float. So for now, it's going to be manual. The only time it's going to be an issue is when I go away for longer than a couple days. I mean, the tanks can go without a water change for longer than a couple days. Worst case scenario, when I get back, instead of an hour and they get, you know, everything gets about a 10% water change, I'll run it for, you know, 2 or 3 hours. So really not a big deal in itself. Then the other project that I want to work on next week when I'm on vacation is this, automating this rack. And here's why. I've noticed my fish spawn more and grow faster with fresh water. Let's say that again. I've noticed more spawning and fish growing faster when I change more water. I don't know if I can prove that, you know, through fancy algorithms and formulas, but just from a personal note. And the way that I'm judging that is when I had the auto water change system running through these ball valves, as low as I could turn them, I was going through way more water than with these drip emitters. And the way I know that is when I had the system set up and run the first couple times, it emptied this 200 gallon tote. Now it only goes, it takes about a third out. So I was changing quite a bit more water in the tanks, and during that 2-week period, these angels and those angels spawned twice. Now, I would love to tell you that it's worth it for me to change that much water and sell those babies, but it's not yet. So that being said, I've cut down the water change because when my water bill comes, I don't want to be so unpleasantly surprised. Because here in New Jersey, we have to pay for water. Luckily, I think it tops out at a certain amount, but I gotta find that out for my county. If I decide to, you know, want to spawn these guys more or have them spawn more, I can always add a different size drip emitter. I can always manually change water. I think this is definitely less obtrusive for them. But I don't know. That's how I proved it. That's what I'm sticking with. Now, you can see female over here is colored up real nice, male not so much. I think she wants to spawn. He better get with it. Back to this rack. I really want to automate it because I think fry definitely grow better. there's somewhere where I may change more water than just 10% per day. In the 5 gallons, I may do 10-gallon emitters, and in the 10 gallons, I may do 2-gallon emitters. 5 gallons, the 5 gallons, I may do a 1-gallon emitter, which means every day we get a 50% water change. Now, I did buy the half-gallon emitters because not every, which are the blue ones right there. Red are 2-gallon, and black is 1 gallon. I think the 5 gallons are brown or tan. It's hard to tell. I found them on Amazon. But you know, I went to my local irrigation supply place, and they were super helpful as usual. The owner there clearly had a few Friday afternoon cocktails, but I don't really care. He helped me nice. So. Alright, that's pretty much it for Auto Water Change Wednesday. Try not to scare the electric blue rams. So you can see them in the back there because they look nice. Thought I lost one yesterday. I did a water change and sucked up some Java moss by accident. And when I got done, I could only find 3, and I was panicked that I flushed one down the drain by accident, but I didn't. We did lose the black panda female though. I think yesterday morning or the day before I came down and she was upside down in the Java moss. Looks like she just dropped some more fry. See that little guy right there? But you know, it's a shame. Sometimes guppies die in childbirth. It's just a fact. You know, these guys were from Aquarium Co-op, so I have no doubt they were pretty strong. I treated them when they hit my water with all the same meds. The fry are doing well. Everybody's growing nice. Water parameters, nitrates were a little high, about 40 parts per million, which, again, controversial subject. Some people say, "Oh my God!" and some people are like, "Yeah, big deal." This is kind of strange, but I noticed that the root for my pothos that's hanging out in this tank wasn't in the water. Is that what caused higher than normal nitrates? It's possible, but I don't really know. Alright, Auto Water Change Wednesday is going to come to an end. This tank I have to figure out what to do with. It's perfect to put on my workbench, but that would mean I'd have to plumb it somehow. Filling in would be very easy, just run the hose. Draining also probably pretty easy because I'm going to run a drain from that tank, those set of tanks, all the way down here to the sump pump. Yeah, so it looks like I do need some more pipe. I'll probably only use small pipe like this, which I believe is 2-inch. What does that say? Yeah, 2-inch, schedule 40. I'll see what I can buy that's cheap though, now that I have a pretty good idea how to plumb the stuff. It's not that big a deal. Looks like I'm gonna have to move the dehumidifier a little bit, and maybe it would be a good idea to, clean out underneath the workbench. Sorry, that made me laugh because that ain't gonna happen. Alright guys, we're gonna end over here looking at the silver fry growing nice. Sorry about the terrible camera work, but I mean there's quite a bit left in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's at least 20. So that's nice. Alright guys, hope you have a great day. I'll see you Friday.